1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Up the middle with Barkley. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From the 41, Jones.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Go, north salad.
On 3rd down, Barkley.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 116 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Detroit.
Looking to throw. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Got his man. It's Williams. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 16. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time.
Go Cyclone! Go Cyclone! Go Cyclone! Detroit Johnson!
They go play action here on 1st down. This is caught. Touchdown!
Mike Williams.
His 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Giants extend their lead yet again.
Lots will look to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the 1st half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Hey, blue! White!
Play fake. Here's Love. Rolling to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the 1st time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
On 3rd down, Love. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
It's Deonte Banks with it.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Timberland.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Touchdown, Giants!
Mike Williams
with now his second touchdown of this third quarter.
And the Giants get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Ready?
Left side, he's got Robinson.
So the completion good for just 3. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd. Now it's Richardson. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. Here's Riley Dixon now, standing just outside his own goal line. On the return, this is Haney. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to park.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak.
Over here, over here.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. And quickly they get to the line.
Flick right, flick right, flick right.
Second and 9.
Gold River! Gold River! Apple, 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 apple! Apple, go!
2nd down, here's Barkley again.
Oh, he's got some breathing room.
135 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
A give to Barkley out of the gun.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown.
Mike Williams,
his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game.
And the Giants look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Lutz with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They start on the ground. It's Richardson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On the ground, here's Richardson again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 16. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Kayvon Thibodeau
able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. That one looks like he'll throw here. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal.
Shift to Crude. Crude.
Operating from the gun. Jones. His pass caught at the 4. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Wants to try to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Ready.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their home